guys, and welcome back to Nerd Crave. So today's going to be just a talking head video. I know these videos are not as popular. Everybody likes flashy edits and B-roll and all that kind of stuff, but today I just need to get something off my chest. I need to talk about the best announcement for me from the Nintendo Direct a couple of days ago. Many of you will know, if you've been following the channel for any length of time, that Fantasy Life is one of my top 3 or maybe 4 games of all time. No holds barred. The 3DS was a fantastic console, and for those of you who saw the announcement for Fantasy Life, The Girl Who Steals Time, in the Nintendo Direct, and you weren't really sure what it was, that's okay, because the original Fantasy Life kind of slipped under the radar a little bit on the 3DS. I was watching some other reaction videos from some big YouTubers like Beat 'em Ups and Bob Wolf and RGT85. They either glossed over this game entirely because they didn't know what it was, or if they were interested, like Beat 'em Ups seemed to be kind of interested in the game, but he got it completely wrong from the trailer. I don't think the trailer for The Girl Who Steals Time really explained what kind of game this was. The trailer was for fans of the series already. If you're already a fan, you saw something that you liked in that little snippet of a trailer, excuse me, and you know what you're going to expect in Fantasy Life. But let me jump back for just a minute here and explain what is Fantasy Life. Fantasy Life started out on the 3DS, and it was probably, I wouldn't hesitate to say, the most ambitious game on the entire console. Fantasy Life is huge. It's a big, almost feels like an open world sort of game, where you uncover more and more of the map as you progress the story. You start out with one area that you can freely traverse around a town and go out into an open area and explore and fight monsters. There's a huge variety of monsters in this game. It does not get boring at all. Fantasy Life, a lot of people, you know, upon seeing the trailer, thought because of the graphics maybe that it was like an Animal Crossing game or something, but it is not. There are huge life sim elements to this game, but first and foremost, Fantasy Life is a action JRPG. It's action combat, and it is a role-playing game with a big story. There's a lot going on in these games to unpack. The reason why these games are so ambitious, and on the 3DS especially, is because not only is the world big, lots of places to go and explore, lots of dungeons, lots of open areas, just a big feeling game, much bigger than you would expect on the 3DS, but there are 12 different ways that you can play this game, and it has so much replay value because of that. There are 12 different lives that you can assume in the original Fantasy Life, ranging from combat types like Paladin and Magician and Mercenary, to other lifestyles like being a cook or a fisherman or a lumberjack. You can choose any one of these life paths, and then there is a unique story. The first couple hours of the game is different for every different lifestyle that you choose as you go and meet your mentor and get your first couple of quests that are specific to that life that you choose. And then as you progress through the story, different elements of the story will appear different to you because of the life path that you've chose. Very ambitious. There's a ton, cutscenes and things that are unique to each life. There's so much replay value to this game. You could literally play this game 12 times in a row and see something different every single time. But you don't need to play it that many times to actually see the conclusion of the story. So, a little bit of history. After Fantasy Life on the 3DS, it didn't really sell all that well, and that's a huge shame. So Level 5, the fantastic director Level 5 that made this, they're also responsible for games like the Professor Layton series, Dark Cloud on the PS2, so many fantastic games. And they decided to take the series to the mobile area, and they put Fantasy Life 2 on iOS and Android. And it was basically a reassembly of the assets of the first game with a bit of a new story. I didn't really play the mobile version to completion. I played a few hours of it. It was charming, but it wasn't for me. And I was very sad, very, very sad, because I figured that the series was now going to live and die on mobile. So when I saw the announcement in the Nintendo Direct, and this Nintendo Direct was pretty good. The first 15 or 20 minutes were kind of slow for me, but through the middle and towards the end, it got really, really fire. I was really excited about it. But this, Fantasy Life: The Girl Who Steals Time, is the #1 announcement for me out of this Direct, and I can already tell this is probably going to be my #1 game of 2023. I couldn't imagine anything giving me more joy than a proper Fantasy Life sequel on a console, on my Nintendo Switch. There are hundreds and hundreds of hours of playtime available to you, although you can probably beat the main story in 30 hours or something like that. There is so much replayability. It's absolutely astonishing the things that you can do in this game. Even in the very first level, as you're a level 1, level 2, there are bosses and larger enemies scattered throughout the map that you can't beat on your first, at first, when you first encounter them. You have to go get stronger, and then you can come back and beat some of these enemies and get great rewards like armor and weapons and things like that make your journey even better and better. All throughout the map, there are mini bosses and dungeons and things like that you'll encounter stuff as you're beginning your journey that you'll think, holy cow, I could never beat that given my current strength. And then you'll find a new mechanic. For example, because of all the different lives, you can rank up one life, like Paladin, for example, and then take on a mining life and learn how to mine minerals and things that you can craft down and use to upgrade your weapon. And then you are a better sword fighter. So there's so much depth to this game, and I am really, really excited to see this come to the Nintendo Switch with a brand new game, a brand new story. Anyways, guys, I have rambled long enough. I hope you can see and hear from my voice how excited I am for this game, and how I really hope that this game gets some of your attention, because I really, really, really want this franchise to continue coming to consoles going into the future. This deserves so much more attention than it's getting. This is not just some little Miitopia or something like that, like some people have suggested because of the graphics. This is something to really keep your eye on. I hope that you will do a little bit of research, watch a few videos of some of the gameplay of the first game, and get an idea for yourself of what it's all about. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Stay classy.